Thanks for downloading PlayIt Live. PlayIt Live is a radio playout system for use in radio station automation as well as assisting during live shows. When you first load PlayIt Live, you'll notice that the track list on the right hand side is empty. To get started, we'll need to add some songs to the system. You can do this by going to Manage and then Tracks. Then click the Add New button. You can choose to add tracks from individual files or from a folder. We have a folder of music, so let's choose that. Select the folder you want to add and click Select Folder. Tick the Analyze Silence checkbox to ensure that you get smooth transitions between tracks, and then click Next. PlayIt Live will now run through each file and read the metadata and analyze the start and end for silence. Once complete, you can see the tracks it has analyzed on the left-hand side. You can click through each item in the list to review the details, or you can update these later if you want to. Click Next to move to the next step. Here you can add tracks to a track group. Track groups are used to categorize your music or other tracks such as Station IDs. I will add these tracks to a new group called Songs. Click Finish to add these tracks to the system. You'll see the tracks are now shown in the Manage Tracks window. You can double click on any track to edit it at a later time if you want to. Click OK to close the Manage Tracks window. As you can see, the songs we just added are now in the track list on the right hand side. To load up one of the songs, simply drag and drop it onto the Playout Log. The Playout Log is a list of items that will play in the future, but you can also scroll back to see what was played in the past. Let's queue up a few more songs. Each player features a VU meter, timers for intro, elapsed time and time remaining, and you can also play, pause and eject tracks from here. To start playout from the current item, click the main play button at the bottom right. The song is now playing and you can see the VU meter moving and a progress bar is now visible on the current item. This green arrow here means that after the end of this track, the next track will automatically start. You can prevent this from happening by clicking and toggling this to a stop button, and you can click it to change it back. By the way, if you aren't hearing any audio from PlayIt Live at this point, you can double check your audio settings under File Settings and then Live Assist. Check the players are assigned to the audio device you expect, and click OK to confirm the changes. Also make sure that your speakers are switched on and your audio levels are up. To stop playout, click the main stop button. So we have some songs, let's add some jingles or station IDs to insert between the songs. The process is much the same. Go to Manage Tracks and click Add New. This time let's select Files and select our Station ID files. And this time let's add them to a new group called Station IDs. Back on the main interface, you can filter the track list by track group by dropping down the track group drop-down and selecting the track group Songs or the track group Station IDs. I can drag the Station IDs into the Playout Log between the songs. Or I can also drop them onto these players at the bottom. These are called QuickCarts and are designed as one-touch players for quickly playing station IDs, sound effects, or background music. When you've loaded a QuickCart, simply click it to play it.
All your favourite music. This is PlayIt Radio.
When it is playing, click it again to fade the QuickCart.
All your favourite music.
Or click it again to stop it quickly if you need to.
All your favourite music.
You can edit a QuickCart by selecting the pencil tool and then clicking the one you want to edit. This will open the editor where you can change the details and the behaviour of the QuickCart. To unload the track from the QuickCart, make sure you are in edit mode and then right-click the QuickCart. So we have some songs and some station IDs, but we probably want some variety and for PlayIt Live to choose songs for us so we don't have to choose everything manually. In this contrived example, we'll create a set of track groups to categorize our songs with artists that start with A, B, C and D, and then create a playout pattern to rotate through each of these groups as time progresses. To create some track groups, go to Manage and then Track Groups, and then click Add New. We want a listed track group because we want to choose a set of tracks to add to the track group. We'll call the track group A Artists. Then click on each track you want to add and click the right arrow. Alternatively, you can double-click on each track. You'll see that each track appears on the right-hand side, which is the list of tracks now in the track group. Click on OK to save the changes. Next, we will create another track group for the B artists. There's quite a few B artists, so this time we will select the first track, hold the Shift key and select the last track. Then click the right arrow button to add everything we just selected. Click OK to save the changes. Another way of creating track groups is to use filtered track groups. These let you define a dynamic filter that is used to select the tracks. We'll use this for the C artists. Go to Add New and this time select Filtered Track Group. Give it a name, C Artists, and then from the drop-down select Artist, then from the next drop-down select Starts With, and then type C into the text box. This will select all tracks with an artist beginning with the letter C. If you ever add any new tracks, this track group will automatically update with the new C artist tracks. Let's do the same for D artists. So add new, filter track group, D artists, selecting artist starts with D, and click OK. Click the OK button on the Manage Track Groups window to confirm all the changes we have made. You will see these track groups now appear in the Track Groups drop-down. Now we use the playout pattern to rotate through each of these track groups as playout progresses over time. To update the playout pattern, go to Manage, Playout Pattern. Select the list of track groups that you want PlayIt Live to cycle through as it schedules tracks. By default, this is all tracks, so select this and click the left arrow to remove it. Select the first track group from the left-hand side and click the right arrow, or you can double-click to add each track group. So in this example, PlayIt Live will schedule a track from A artists, then B artists, and then another from B artist, and so on, until it gets to the bottom of the list. Then it will return to the top and continue to schedule tracks until it has filled an hour of content. Click OK to confirm the changes. So to schedule our tracks, at the bottom right, click Log Scheduler On. You can see that it has automatically generated a list of tracks based on the playout pattern we just defined. You may also notice that it has scheduled two tracks by the same artist together, and the same track in the same hour. We will need to restrict this, and we can do this with playout policies. To create a playout policy, go to Manage Playout Policies and click on Add New. Here we can define how long we must wait before the same track or the same artist is played. We'll set this so that the same track is not repeated for 1 hour and that the same artist is not repeated for 1 hour. And we'll apply this to just the songs track group, as all our station IDs have the same artists and we don't mind these being played more frequently. Finally, give your policy a name such as Song Repeat Rules and click OK. Click OK on the Manage Playout Policies window to confirm the changes. Let's switch the log scheduler off and reset the playout log. You can do this via Manage Playout Log. Click the Unschedule button and then the Schedule button. You'll see that none of the same song or artist are now repeated within that hour. Click OK to confirm the changes. Back on the main interface, click Automation On to start Playout. With Automation On, PlayIt Live will automatically schedule tracks, and the Playout log will remain locked to prevent any accidental changes. To make changes again, switch Automation off. That should be enough to get you started, but there are many features of PlayIt Live to talk about, such as clock scheduling, voice tracking, advert scheduling, remote management, and sweepers. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section of this video. And if you want to find out more about PlayIt software and the other products we offer, you can find us online at playitsoftware.com, or you can subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayIt Software.